welcome back, Black with No Chaser family, and thanks again for sticking with us throughout our special live coverage of the 52nd Annual Legislative Conference for the Congressional Black Caucus. I have with me a very special guest, Congresswoman Sheila Cherfilus-McCormick out of Florida. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So we want to have this conversation, and we'll keep it as tight as possible, but you just got done with a panel about Haiti and a real path forward. And we all know the history of Haiti. They freed themselves from enslavement, freed themselves from French colonialism. But because of that, they've kind of been left alone and ignored. President Moise, we all know was assassinated back in 2021. So all of these things. So just kind of, talk to me about what a real path forward, a sustainable path forward looks like for Haiti and your work in trying to make that happen.
Well, right now, the biggest issue that we're seeing in Haiti has to do with security and governance and also having a transition government. And so what we were trying to do today is to really ignite the Haitian diaspora to go back and engage with Haiti. After the earthquake, and especially now with the gun violence and the kidnapping, a lot of people have pulled away from Haiti. So our goal is to stabilize Haiti with an intervention that has safeguards to protect the Haitian people. Also assist in governance, having a true democracy in place where the people can be protected and heard. But then we're going to really need for the Haitian diaspora and also American people to step into Haiti and to help. Now, what that looks like is not just our organizations as far as NGOs that provide healthcare and traditional aid, but we're really looking at it from the perspective of trade and economic engagement. And we have a lot of opportunities that we're looking for to make sure we're engaging them. Because once the economy is thriving and we have security, we'll start seeing less people come into our borders. As that migration argument exacerbates itself right now, and we see we have an immigration process problem, we're really looking towards ensuring that we get to the root cause, which is stability in Haiti.
So that was going to be like one of my other questions. You're from Florida. You have a huge Haitian community in Florida. Speaking specifically about Miami, I'm not from there, so correct me if I'm wrong. There might be other pockets of Haitian communities, but that was going to be what more can we do as just regular folks here in the U.S. who are also part of the diaspora to help in those efforts?
Well, that's an excellent question. So my district covers Broward and Palm Beach. And after redistricting, we have the largest Black population. And the way we're structured, we do a lot of international commerce, we have ports. And so it's important that we leverage our businesses so we can be partners internationally in the Caribbean and in Haiti. So we're really looking to ignite, especially our business communities, to have opportunities. American culture is so popular, everyone's into it. So being able to bring art to Haiti and exchanging Haitian art also is imperative. When we have telemedicine opportunities, we talked today about trauma that we saw. Even that telemedicine portal to help them contact us and us contact them to talk about the trauma what they're facing is imperative. When we look at even STEM, we're introducing STEM into Haiti in some of our businesses here. We have so many commonality points that we can touch and concern, and especially when it comes to the cultural competency. Being in Florida, you're just exposed to so many different cultures that we actually do have the proper cultural competency to not just help Haiti, but even engage in Africa. So that's where it's important that we're leveraging everyone. I'm the only Haitian American member in Congress. And so it's important that we keep connecting Haiti with the United States. In the United States, we have 1.2 Haitian descendants who live, 1.2 million Haitian descendants who live in the United States. So this is an important project for us to make sure we're re-engaging so it's sustainable environment.
So this is obviously something that is pretty close to your heart as well. Is there anything being done legislatively to also help in this effort?
So we just passed the Haiti Criminal Pollution Act. So anybody who's actually sending guns or even supporting the economically financing these gangs, they're going to have sanctions. We're also looking at ways that we can control the guns that are going into Haiti. 90% of the guns come out of Miami going into Haiti. When the guns get into Haiti, they're actually used by the gang members. So we're working right now to see how can the Coast Guard actually stop them from going into Haiti. And then we're looking specifically into the intervention into Haiti. And we're doing that with the United Nations Security Council.
Okay.
So I was very happy that the administration, one of the first countries that Liza mentioned was Haiti, and what we can do to make sure that it actually is secure and viable.
Well, thank you so much, Congresswoman, for joining us. I know you have, a busy schedule. Is there anything else that you'd like to leave us with as we think through and put action to actually trying to make this happen?
Well, I think the biggest thing that we're doing here in the CBC is ensuring that we are actually using the diaspora. When I say the diaspora, I'm specifically talking about African Americans of all different types of backgrounds to make sure we're engaging and leveraging economics. And that looks like in the Caribbean, in South America, especially internationally in Africa. And I think that's really going to change our relationships.
Thank you so much, Congresswoman. We appreciate you so much for stopping by. Again, this was Congresswoman Cherfilus-McCormick talking about the importance of Haiti and a path forward, a sustainable path forward. And so we just really appreciate you stopping by Black with No Chaser, Black with No Chaser News. And for all of you guys out there listening and following us on social, stay tuned because we will be back with more. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This was so great. I could